somebody calling first and second down, somebody calling third down, and just explain how it's done. I mean, whether your title is that or whether you're pass game coordinator, whatever, it winds up being the same thing, doesn't it?
Ultimately what we do is, no different than what we did yesterday, all day Sunday and all day yesterday is we sit together as a staff, first and foremost. Everybody's got an area kind of that they break down, and they're responsible within watching the opponent film. Once we break down our areas, we get back together as an offensive staff.
But when you say that you have each, like, is there a red zone guys?
We break down certain areas, exactly what you just said. There's certain categories that we'll break down.
Can you list some of those?
Red zone, third downs, tight zones, short yardage, goal line. I mean, you can go on and on. So,
okay.
But what we'll do is we'll break those down together as a staff and or as individuals, and we'll get together and we'll put it up what we have to get it by our breakdowns. We'll put it up on the board and we'll kind of talk about what they're doing, what they're seeing, and kind of we sit together as a staff and we'll make suggestions on how to attack it. Whether it's we'll break down empty formation, we'll break down third downs, we'll break down short again. But then what we do ultimately is we come back together as an offensive staff, and we kind of initiate what we like about those certain plays.
So then, when the game is going on and it's first down, are you involved in that at all? Then, is that somebody else handling? I mean, is that Beatty handling that?
Chris has been calling first as of late. Chris has been calling the first and second downs.
Okay, but let's say it's second down and 20. Does that bring you into it, or does
he's been going first and second down as of late, correct? But I mean, at the same time, when we say that, we all talk about what plays we think will be good. Well, in between series, you don't ever want to talk a bunch when during the series. I think the biggest thing is to remain clear so everybody can understand what's going on when someone's talking, when someone's calling a play, so we can get the proper personnel group into the field at that certain time.
What if I throw out this idea to you that in some cases, if I'm calling plays, I may be trying to set up something for third down. I mean, it may be my plan that I've got here. I'm going to do this because I'm going to set this cornerback up for what we're going to do on third down. Then you come in, you've got a whole different idea because you're calling it as a separate play.
I think the biggest thing is we've all agreed and kind of talked again. This is all taking place before. What your thought process might have been is worked out throughout the week. So we all know exactly what's going on.
But what about this whole idea that things happen in the game that you don't expect? I mean, how do you handle something that you weren't expecting?
Well, obviously, you've always got to be prepared for something that you don't expect. To be in a third and long is not something that you care to be in a ton of times. So, whenever
let's say they're using a whole different defense than you expect.
That's part of football. It's no different than us coming out in a brand new offensive set. You've got to be prepared. You prepare your players and against the looks that they've already shown on film, and then if they're showing something different, that's our job upstairs to communicate what's going on and to adapt it down to the field.
Different topic, Billy. It looked like the protection was just a little bit better on Saturday. Does that give you some encouragement as far as maybe being able to do a little more downfield here this week against Purdue?
You'd like to think so. I think the biggest thing is however we can keep our quarterback from taking a hit, whether it's a sack or whether it's a hit period. Is it get the ball out fast? Is it move the pocket? Is it screens? I think we've kind of done a little bit more of that as of late, just to try to alleviate some of that.